Hi guys. Today we're going to be going over some review on doing our three legal moves on the top of page 8. So we're going to do this problem and this problem together, and then you guys are going to complete page 9 as well as these first 6 problems on page 6 for today's assignment. Okay, so we are doing some solving equations like we were doing with the last unit, but now I don't have any tiles. Okay, so I see 6x minus 3 on the left and 3x plus 7 minus x on the right. Okay, so, and actually this is false because this one does not have any flipping in it, but that's okay. So we already are told right here that in this step, I need to do my zero pair and combine like terms. So I have nothing that I can combine on the left, so I'm going to keep that the same. But then on the right, I can combine this minus x and that 3x. So 3x minus an x gives me 2x. So I have 2x plus 7. All right, now I need to do matching sets. So if I think about just taking away matching sets, I can't do anything with this -3 and this +7, but I can do something with these x's, right? I have 6 x's on this side and 2 x's on this side. So I know that I can take away 2x from both sides. Now on the left, I would have 4x minus 3. And on the right, these x's went away. So now I just have 7. Okay, so this was taking away. All right, and now if we think about which number I'm trying to get rid of, the -3 or the +7, remember my goal is to get this 4x by itself. So that means I'm going to need to add 3 to get rid of this -3. And if I add 3 over here, that means I also have to add 3 over here. Okay, so over on the left, those 3's are gone. Now I just have 4x. And then over here, I had 7 plus 3. So now I have 10. So again, I have 4 people and 10 cookies. And so to figure out how many cookies each person gets, I'm going to have to undo this division. I'm sorry, this multiplication, which means I'm going to divide both sides by 4. And I end up getting, those ones cancel out. So I have x equals 2.5 or 2.5. And that is your answer. Okay, so this is just showing you that our answers are not always going to be a pretty number, right? Sometimes they're going to be a decimal or a fraction or something that's not pretty, and that's okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and try number 2 now without having these step-by-step lines on here. So I do see that I have some flipping here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that first. I want to make sure that I'm keeping my equal sign and my sides lined up. So I'm going to keep the 4, but now this is going to turn to -3x and +1. Over here, I'm going to leave the 2x the same, but now it's -3 and -x. All right, that was my flipping. I'm going to write my steps out here. You do not need to do this, though. I'm just doing this for ease of making this clear for you guys. Okay, so now I'm going to do my zero pairs over on the left. I'm not going to be able to do anything with this -3x, so I'm going to keep that there. But then I have a 4 and +1, so that's going to turn to 5. Okay, over on the right, I can't do anything with that -3, but I can do a 2x and a -x. So 2x, take away an x, just leaves me with 1x minus 3. All right, now I've got to be careful here because, excuse me, I have x's on both sides, but I have 2 different kinds of x's. Over here, I've got negative x's, and over here, I have positive x's. So if we think about which one we'd rather get rid of, we'd rather not have to deal with negatives, right? We'd rather just get rid of those 3 negatives. Okay, so instead, I'm going to add 3 positive x's to both sides. Okay, so now over here, I had -3x, I added positive 3x, and those are gone. So I just have 5. On the right, I added 3 more x's, so now I have 4 x's minus 3. Now if I think about which number I want to get rid of, either the 5 or this -3, I want to get rid of this -3 because I want those x's all by themselves. So to get rid of a -3, I need to add 3. So now I have 8 on the left and 4x on the right. My last move here is to split up these 4x's. So I'm going to divide by 4. and I get an answer of 2 equals x, or x equals 2. Okay, now I would like you guys to go ahead and work on the problems on page 9 over here, these 4, as well as these first 6 problems on page 6. And I'll post that on Google Classroom as well, and then make sure you're checking your answers when you're done with that, okay?